Hello and welcome back to Stories with me, Jesse. Today's stories come once again from the judgmental and condescending adults over at Reddit/entitled parents. Let me know what you think of these stories in the comments, as well as any suggestions you might have that we may just use in a future installment. Grab a seat and get ready to be amazed, cause we're getting started now. Our first story is titled Step Monster Shaves My Head to Get Back at My Mom. A little backstory before we jump into the main bit. My parents split up when I was 2, and both immediately paired up with the nightmares I would then be stuck with for the next 16 years. Both of my parents' new partners were horribly abusive in different ways. But this story focuses on my real-life wicked stepmother. We'll call her Vanessa. Something you should all know about my father is that he was not an involved parent. Before me, he had 2 other children with different women that he never saw. So it made sense when my parents broke up that I went to live with my mom. She made a lot of bad choices, but we actually had a relationship, and I felt like she loved me. My dad and I, however, did not have a close relationship at all. When he started dating Vanessa, we met and she seemed normal enough, but after they got married, things started to change. Vanessa hated my mother, maybe because she was younger, maybe because she was more attractive, maybe because she was my dad's ex, or maybe it was just because Vanessa was a truly hateful person. But the reason doesn't matter. What does matter is that after marrying my dad, Vanessa had it out for my mom. What's one of the worst things you can do to a mother? Take her child and turn that child against them. And that is exactly what Vanessa tried to do. She convinced my dad to take my mom to court and to rip me away from my family. The courts eventually decided to give primary custody of me to my father because my mother had 2 other children, one with a disability, and my dad and Vanessa made more money. Vanessa did try for a long time to turn me against my mother, but I was utterly devoted. My mom and her other 2, and then 3 children were the only family I had ever known, and I loved them with everything I was. No amount of trash talking my other family or trying to win me over were successful, so when Vanessa realized she couldn't hurt my mother that way, she tried another tactic. She was going to treat me as badly as she legally could and rub it in my mom's face. That is where this story actually starts. My mom was very gothy, and I idolized her, so naturally I wore as much black as I was allowed to, and was very excited to grow up and have dyed gothy hair and tattoos and tons of piercings. When I was 10 years old, my mom bought me my very first bottle of semi-permanent black hair dye. I was so excited, but I told her, "Mom, I don't think Vanessa will let me dye my hair. She wants me to look normal for church. She won't even let me wear black clothes on Sunday." My mom's response was something along the lines of, "Vanessa can eat a big fat weenie. If this is what you want, this is what we're gonna do. Don't ever let people like her tell you who you are allowed to be or what you're allowed to look like. You are your own person." And I felt that in my heart. Vanessa hated everything about what made me the person I was anyway. How much worse could black hair possibly make it? Never ask how much worse a situation can get, guys, because the universe will be up there, winding up the most wicked curveball you've ever seen to show you just how much worse it can get. And that's exactly what happened. I returned to my father's home with sleek, shiny blue-black hair, soft and thick, and all the way down past my waist. And Vanessa ordered my dad to take me to the barber and have it all shaved off. My father took me and held me down while I kicked and screamed and cried, "No, please don't cut my hair," while the barber gave me a buzz cut. I was traumatized. My mom was traumatized, and Vanessa hated dragging an already masculine little girl to church with no hair, but over time, I adjusted and decided to use it against Vanessa. I never grew my hair out to a normal girl's length again, and bleached and dyed it every color under the sun, because what's the worst she could do to me? Shave it off? Edit. I'm 26 now. I've been out of the house since I turned 18. And a lot of people are asking why the barber agreed to do this. He was a close family friend of Vanessa's, and she paid him very well. My dad ended up telling me years later that the barber looked really uncomfortable and didn't seem like he wanted to, though that obviously didn't stop him. What a clever way to stick it to your entitled stepmother. After all, if she could be so abusive to pay someone to shave your head, against your will no less, then I'm glad you found a way to turn that awful experience into something positive, rocking that buzz cut that she foolishly thought was going to break you. Moving on, our next story is called Entitled Aunt Says I'm a Sinful Criminal and Breaks My Phone on Christmas Day. Background: I'm 17 female, a mixed girl, Caucasian, African American. I spend holidays more with my white side, since my black side lives an hour away. Not gonna lie, I hate most of the white side of my family. They're dramatic, gossipers, rude, and some are kinda racist. I overall just don't vibe with most of them. All of these apply to my entitled aunt. This entire story happened Christmas of 2019. We all stayed at a huge house that we rented out in the mountains of Tennessee for a week to celebrate Christmas. Everything was going well and it was so fun, though I was kind of annoyed because of my entitled aunt being bitchy. Christmas Day came, we finished eating Christmas dinner, and most of my fam went out to the patio to go in the hot tub, drink, or talk. My cousin, kid of entitled aunt, 19 female, named M, very close to her, and I went upstairs into the room we shared. We were talking about girls, she's les, I'm bi, smoking a blunt and having fun. During our smoke sesh, my girlfriend calls. Keep in mind she's from Côte d'Ivoire and speaks French natively. I learned when I was 12 and am now at a B2 level. She was crying about how her parents are getting divorced and she doesn't know what'll happen. Keep in mind, we were both talking to each other in French as we do often. I'm comforting her, as I should. Then entitled aunt walks in. She was trying to find something, even though none of her stuff was in me and M's room. I kept talking to my girlfriend, and after some minutes, entitled aunt starts talking to me.
Why aren't you speaking English, Eli?
Because I'm talking to my girlfriend and her English isn't perfect.
That doesn't mean you have to speak Mexican.
I'm speaking French. Where did you get Spanish or Mexican according to you from? It doesn't even sound the same, like, at all.
Close enough, Eli. Don't backtalk me. I'm your elder.
Okay, but can you leave for a bit? My girlfriend is upset and it's important. We haven't seen any of your stuff in here anyway.
No! I want to find my phone and know why your girlfriend can't just speak English. This is America, not some poor country.
Mom, get out! Your phone isn't in here. It's probably on the table.
No!
Aunt, I'm trying to talk with M and console my girlfriend. I don't want you in here if you're gonna be rude.
Don't call me rude! You shouldn't even have a girlfriend or be smoking! Being lesbian or whatever you are is a sin, and so is smoking pot! You'll go to hell if you keep acting up!
Not everyone is religious, Mom. Get the hell out. You always ruin everything.
You are my daughter, Em! Don't backtalk me! Now, Elliot, give me your phone right now!
This is my phone that I paid for! I'm not giving it unless you have a reason.
This is what's wrong with you people! You're rude, smoke, and are thugs! The only reason I love you is because you're half white!
I was shocked. While I was just staring at her, she ran up to me and took my phone. She threw it against the wall and the screen cracked. Not bad, but still, cracked! What the f***? Do you think you can just parade around here and break my shit? Get out!
I'm breaking it because it's all sinful! I will not stand by and let you do this! I don't want my niece to burn in hell!
Mom, this is why the family hates you. Get out now!
Not unless Elliot repents her sins and apologizes for being rude!
At this point, I was smoking the blunt as fast as I could, so I could be high and not have to listen to her bullshit. However, my mom walked in because she heard us fighting. What's happening?
Teaching your daughter a lesson is what's happening!
She's my daughter. I discipline her, not you. What did she even do?
She cussed at me for no reason, is being sinful, and she hit me when I told her to stop. Can you believe her?
My mom didn't believe her. Em and I told her what really happened.
Really?
On Christmas of all times you could have picked.
This is a day for Jesus! She shouldn't be a lesbian, smoking, disrespecting her elders, and most of all disrespecting God. It's not okay.
You don't get to tell Eli what to do. She's damn near 18, and she's old enough to make her own decisions. You also aren't her mother. Get out of here.
You're okay with this? It's disrespectful and sinful. Do you want her to be a disrespectful criminal? Yeah, because I love her. And she's a good person at heart. Not disrespectful or a criminal. Stop spewing your bullshit to her when she's not religious and leave! But, don't butt me! You've been bothering the family the entire week. I should whoop your ass right now for acting like this. But I don't feel like getting arrested on Christmas. Now, what you're gonna do is apologize and pay to get her screen fixed. Got it?
Now, my mom is very intimidating, and entitled aunt plus the rest of the fam are always terrified when she's mad.
I'm sorry, Elliot. Good. Now either stop being a cunt like you've always been and go outside with the family, or go to your room. Okay.
A lot more was said in this, but this is the gist. Anyways, entitled aunt left, and so did my mom. After all of that was settled, the rest of Christmas was really fun. Got super high, had a lot of laughs with my cousin, made my girlfriend happy again, and played White Elephant. Pretty 10 out of 10. Well, good on you for having a mother that stands up for you, as well as striking fear into the hearts of her enemies. What I enjoyed most of all is how nobody even really seemed threatened by your entitled aunt as much as they were annoyed. Holy smokes, I can't believe we've made it to 300 subscribers, and I am so incredibly thankful to have such wonderful viewers like you sticking by me and enjoying all these crazy stories that Reddit has to offer. Honestly and truly, you guys get me out of bed and give me a reason to smile, so never forget how much I appreciate each and every one of you. Anyways, that's all the time we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for tuning in with me, Jesse. What did you think of these stories? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and check out what other stories I have for you. Have a beautiful day, and try to be nice to someone. I'll catch you in the next one.